Once there was a man who was very worried about his son. His son had fallen into bad habits that were slowly hurting his life. He had become a victim of laziness and procrastination. He would keep sleeping late every morning and often skipped his studies. Instead of working on his assignments, he made excuses and spent most of his time with his friends who did not care about their future. Soon his school teachers began to complain. They noticed he was not paying attention in class and was always missing deadlines. The boy had started to lie to his parents about his studies to hide his mistakes. Whenever he faced a difficult task, he quickly said, "I can't do this," and gave up. This negative and lazy mindset was taking over his life. Worried about his son, the parents tried many times to explain that his habits were harming his future, but the boy hardly listened to them. As time passed, his classmates progressed further while he stayed stuck and kept struggling in study. His confidence started to fade, and he began to believe that he cannot succeed in anything. Even when he tried to change his habits a few times, nothing seemed to work. One day, his father suggested him to meet a wise man who was known for helping people. Initially, the son refused, but later, when they persuaded him, he reluctantly agreed to meet the wise man. The next day, he set off on his journey. As he walked through the forest, he soon spotted a modest hut hidden among the trees. Though it was old, it looked very pleasing, with a warm and inviting charm. Outside the hut, an elderly man was busy repairing the hut. Gathering his courage, the boy stepped forward, bowed respectfully, and said, "Sir, my father sent me here. He thinks I have many bad habits and a negative mindset. Even I feel like I can't do anything right. Can you help me?" Without saying a word, the wise man picked up a hammer and struck a loose wooden peg in the ground. The boy was confused but stayed quiet. The very next day he returned again and asked, "Sir, how can I change my habits and become positive?" Once more, the wise man kept quiet and simply hit the same peg one more time. This happened every day for 7 days. On the 8th day, the boy lost his patience and said, "I have been asking you these questions every day for a week, but you never answer me. Are you even listening to me?" Finally, the wise man looked at him and replied calmly, "I have been answering you every day, but you are not able to understand." Then he pointed toward the wooden pack and said, "Look at this pack. When you first arrived, it was loose and weak. One hit with a hammer might not have made much difference to it, but with each strike, I strengthened it more. Now, after 7 days, it is strong and fixed in place. Now it cannot be pulled out or removed easily." He continued, "Your mind is like that pack. Right now, it is weak and full of bad habits and negative thoughts. Every day, you will have to work on it. Every day you must choose one small good habit and include it in your daily routine. It can be getting up early in the morning or reminding yourself that you are capable and valuable. Over time, with daily efforts, your mind will become strong and positive." The boy listened closely and began to understand. The wise man smiled and added, Change does not happen overnight. It may be a slow process, but every little bit counts. Keep working on your habits every day. Fill your mind with one positive thought every day, just like I kept handling the peg, and soon you will become the person you always hoped to be. If we see in our lives, we will find that sometimes we get stuck in a pattern of habits and a mindset that is hard to break. But just as bad habits develop slowly over time, good habits and a positive attitude also take time to grow with regular practice. Just as in the story, the peg was initially weak and wobbly. It could be easily pulled out by even a small force. However, by striking with a hammer every day, it gradually became stronger and more secure until it was firmly fixed in one place. Similarly, when we make even small efforts to improve ourselves every day, we begin to change. Every effort matters, whether it is waking up early, dedicating a few extra minutes for studying, or affirming that you are capable enough. Over time, these daily actions help replace negative thoughts and habits with strength and positivity. The story of the boy and the wise man teaches us that change does not happen overnight. Instead, it grows gradually as we make a little improvement every day. Even when progress seems slow, every positive action counts. With patience and persistence, these consistent efforts build a solid foundation in our minds and help us overcome setbacks and become the best version of ourselves. So remember always,